Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Today's a little bit of a special video. We have a sponsor for today, which I will touch on a little later in the video. Then we are also running a giveaway. The details I will provide later as well. Now, what also makes today special is it's Godsmack. How did I not know that they've released a new song? I mean, really, it's just the year of dad rock. First Creed gets back together. Now Godsmack releases a new video. And I know somewhere out there was some dude in his 40s just dancing for joy after I said that. I know you're out there. But I'm very excited. Always been a fan of Godsmack, yet I had no idea that they released another one. Let's hear it. Right off the bat, that's not the approach I thought that they would take at all. I mean, if you think Godsmack, you think very in your face, more heavy rock. This is sounding a little bit more like a ballad, and I like it, to be honest. Chord progression.
You can tell me that you tried, but you told me as you said goodbye.
He's also just got one of those unique voices. Like, anybody who's more into the rock scene, if they hear this guy's voice, even if it's on a completely different track, they hear his voice, then you know, okay, it's Godsmack. He's just got this I don't want to say warm tone.
That you tried.
There's just something about it though. It's like it sits higher than normal.
But you told me as you said goodbye.
That's a little okay.
And all those things you couldn't say. You just watched me walk away again. But I was there for you till the end. As your lover and your best friend.
Okay, so I genuinely love the way that this is being formatted so far. The simple chiming in of the melodic guitar that's been panned to the right ear, it sort of adds like a break, you know. As people, it's human nature, if something's too repetitive, if you're in the same riff over and over and over again, or the same melody over and over and over again, your mind, without you knowing, tends to get a little lost, or it goes off somewhere else, and that's where you start thinking of other things. What they did here was they brought that in, but they didn't just bring that in. If you listen closely, there are strings that are sitting right at the back. It's not overpowering the mix, but it's just enough to add that separation. Very well done.
As your lover and your best friend. So why'd you cross that line and destroy my life? Please just
Yeah, I'd just like to highlight, so he did something called a hard onset. You hear when he said, why'd you cross that line? When he hit the U, it turned more into that smooth, it goes to, that is used a lot, and it's a very helpful technique.
best friend. So why'd you cross that line and destroy my life? Please just tell me.
that little hide work. Oh, something big's coming. So, what I've always loved with this band in particular is they always figure out that vocal mix so well. As soon as the BVs come in, it just carries out. You know, the way I see it is mixing is sort of like a dome. It's one big bowl, right? And you need to put enough in where it takes over the space of the bowl, but not enough where it overflows. The way that this is being mixed so far is it's sitting in that comfortable spot, you know, like Miss Goldilocks, right? You know, it's too hot, too cold, just right. This is just right, because they could have easily, very easily, overdone it with the drums or the guitar, you know, and it wouldn't be in that sweet spot anymore. They're sitting comfortably there, and this bass line, I mean, it's so simplistic, right? But it's like a groovy type thing, you know, doom, doom, doom. It like I think of it as a pendulum, you know, it's swinging you back and forth and back and forth. Very well done.
Defending, I can't understand how I'm still loving you.
And then effortlessly with the strings brings it back down.
Why can't you be by yourself? You're always needing to be with someone else. So uncomfortable in your own skin. I didn't realize that time alone meant time with him. So why'd you cross that?
So that little vocal fry that he had going on there, wow. The way that he sustains the beltier side of his range is genuinely amazing, but also what really gets me, and this may not appeal to a lot of people, is the lyricism going on here right now. It's very difficult as a songwriter to sort of encapsulate how you're feeling and word it in such a way that it can be carried out rhythmically. It's not easy. And you know that he's felt pain. You know that he's been through something that was heavy on him, because that reflects in his lyricism. It's very easy to see somebody who's faking it and somebody that's really reaching in. And it's always so impressive to me to see good lyricism on top of good musicianship. It is a recipe for that bowl, right?
Didn't realize that time alone meant time with him. So why'd you cross that line and destroy my life? Please just tell the truth, 'cause it's a lot to defend, and I can't understand how I'm still loving you. We only have one life to get it right.
So the change up on the strings after they reached, which, listen, I'm not an expert, but to me that sounds like the fifth, that high note, right? As they reached that, they immediately brought it down and went staccato. Now, I always speak about tension in music. That staccato adds to it, and it sort of adds a breath of fresh air, you know, which takes me back to that repetition. They are treading that line so well. Just phenomenal, really. Listen to that staccato as it just breaks everything up again.
I'm still loving you. We only have one life to get it right. We had
during this video in particular to not tap my legs or hum or do anything like that, which, by the way, props to you, man. If your song does that to somebody, even on the first listen, if they don't know your song and they want to tap along or hum or move sporadically, you've done your job. Now, that solo, wow. See, at first it kept very simple, stuck to the pentatonics through and through, right? Then there was that hint of triplets, where he just did a alternate picking, and then he just brings it right back down. Now this is the beauty of a simple solo, just keeping it melodic. And it would have sounded good if they were doing shredding, right? It would have worked for it. Then it would have gone more into the classing of like Yngwie Malmsteen, you know, because he loves to do a whole string quartet and then shred with it. It would have worked, but they chose to keep it melodic, and honestly, I think it was a good choice. It was, because this guitarist, I know that he's capable of just absolutely doing mind-melting stuff. There's an acoustic guitar there as well. Yeah, before I get carried away. Let's talk about our sponsor. So, today's video is sponsored by a company called Fouché Guitars. Now, this company has really broken the mold on what you think a generic guitar store is. Despite the immediate home-like feel, as you enter the doors, you are greeted by a warm cup of coffee and a nice lounge to go sit in. But that's not all they have to offer. See, they bring in broader brands like FGN, amazing Japanese quality guitars, as well as Headway and Bacchus. Or if you're more of a modernized player, they have Lavas. Now I know you've seen some reviews on Lavas. Trust me, they live up to expectation. If you're more of an old head, they have plenty of vintage stock to keep you browsing for days. And if that's not enough, they have their own in-house guitars that they make. And might I just say, wow. See, they have an in-house luthier. So not only are they capable of creating world-class instruments, but they do repairs for you as well. So whether you are looking for a brand new guitar, or a new amp, or a new MIDI controller, whatever it is that tickles your fancy, even if it's just a small repair, go down to Fouché Guitars. It's the rock and roll attitude without the ego.
So why'd you cross that line and destroy our lives? Please just say the truth. It's a lot to defend. I can't understand how I'm still loving you. How am I still loving you?
Wow. Now, something I genuinely love a lot is when what's seen to the public as a heavier band do sort of like a ballad or a soft rock track. Similar to, if you look at Stone Sour, they have Through the Looking Glass, you know. Slipknot, mine totally spaced now. I think it's because I'm so hung up on the fact that it's the year of dad rock. Slipknot has Snuff. Extreme has More Than Words. Five Finger Death Punch also says. There's just something so special where it shows the true musicianship, where they are able to delve in to another market and really, really just make it work. Wow. It's phenomenal. But now for the fun part. So, I hope that you enjoyed this video. If you did, you might want to subscribe, especially considering what you're about to hear now. So, through the wonderful Fisher Guitars, we are doing a giveaway. Now, I don't want to give too much information on what you will be receiving, but it is valued to 1,000 Rand. It's a guitar hamper. It's not a one lump sum, it's a hamper. So, the way to enter, right, is A, you have to be subscribed. B, you're gonna leave a comment, like the video. We will select a comment at random, and we will announce a winner in a month's time. So you have until the 7th of April. Once it hits the 7th of April, we will take everything and we will evaluate. Now, this means that we should have a video uploading on the 8th of April. In that video, we will announce the winner of the competition and details on how to contact us. So, good luck, and may the odds forever be in your favor.